Okay, and so one of the things that is important about World War I is that a lot of new weapons were used first in World War I. So this quick 2-minute video is going to talk about tanks, machine guns, and chemical gas.
While they may seem primitive now, the weapons of World War I completely revolutionized warfare. Hi, I'm Rebecca Brayton and welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be exploring the weapons and technology used in the First World War. Mainly, soldiers used bolt-action rifles. These were capable of firing approximately 10 rounds per minute. Machine guns were used by large powers, however, were only useful in stationary battles as they were larger and less mobile. Heavy siege guns, such as Germany's Big Bertha, also were important in the battles of World War I. One of the biggest innovations during World War I was the use of poison gas. In fact, the widespread use of different poisons even had many calling the First World War the Chemists' War. The French were the first to use gas during the war. In August 1914, they used grenades filled with tear gas to combat the Germans. In 1915, the Germans began to use chlorine, the first gas considered lethal. Mustard gas became a significant source of dread for soldiers, as simple exposure to it could burn flesh and cause massive blisters. However, as the use of various gases increased, soldiers became more prepared to confront them. It has been estimated that only about 4% of the deaths in the war can be attributed to gas. The first use of the tank took place during World War I as well. The British and the French led the way in developing tanks, while the Germans focused on anti-tank weapons. Initially, tanks had been brought in as a solution to the stalemate caused by trench warfare on the Western Front. The first appearance on the battlefield was in 1916. The British rushed them into combat, and consequently many were plagued with reliability issues. The heavily bombed-out terrain proved difficult to navigate, and only the most mobile tanks were successful. Nevertheless, the appearance of tanks increased throughout the war as the issues with earlier models were addressed. In the end, British and French tanks played a significant role in the Allied victory.
Okay, so that was machine guns, chemical weapons, and tanks used in World War I. Definitely important.